All right. Cube root of 64. Who can tell me the cube root of 64, Braden? It is 4, right? 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. What about the cubic root of negative 216, Marco? Negative 6. Remember, cube roots can have negatives in the root, where square roots couldn't. All right, what about number 12? Again, no decimals. The cubic root of negative 343 over 1,000. AJ? Negative 7 over 10. Very good. Because the cube root of negative 343 is 7, and 1,000 is 10, so it's negative in there, so negative 7/10. Good. How many people got the first 3? Excellent. All right, under the expressions, what happens when you cube a cubic root? What did we say yesterday, Kyle? What stays the same? Yeah, it basically undoes the root, right? It basically leaves you negative 27 plus 61, which is 34. All right. And 14, we got to figure out the cubic root of 125, which is cubic root of 125 is not 30. Listen to the question. What's the cubic root of 125? 5. And then 3 times 5 is 15. And when I add the two 15s together, you get 30. What is the cubic root of negative 729? It's a big one. What is it? 11? Negative 9. And then negative 9 times 2 is negative 18. And what happens when I subtract 5 from negative 18? Negative 23. How many people got those 3 all right? All right. Now how many people got the first 6? Keeping your hands up. What about 1 wrong or less? Oh, real good. Okay. 2 wrong or less. Okay, good. All right, we're off to a good start with this. All right, equations, again, out of all of them are a little bit more difficult. So the first one, though, is a one-step, right? I don't have to do anything else but figure out to get d by itself, right? So to do that, I cubic root both sides. What's the cubic root of 512? 8. So d equals 8. And remember, it can't be negative for this one because negative times a negative times a negative is a negative, and they want the root of the positive 512. So it's only 8. 17, I got to get rid of the 12 first. And how can I get the 12 over there, Molly? Yep, we got to add it. So we're plus 12 to both sides. I get w to the 3rd power equals 64. That's negative. And then to get w by itself, we cube root both sides. What's the cubic root of negative 64? Negative 4 is your answer. Yep. So 8 was the first one. Negative 4 was 17. Now remember, in the last one, we kind of talked yesterday what you do with those fractions. So I got to get rid of the 13 first. I can get rid of the 13 by doing what? Subtracting it, right? When I subtract 13 to both sides, I'm left with negative 1/3 m to the 3rd on the left and negative 9 on the right, because 4 minus 13 is negative 9. Who remembers from yesterday, how do I get rid of the negative 1/3? What do we do to fractions? Multiply by what? Which is called the reciprocal, right? We multiply by the reciprocal, which means we take this negative 1/3 and flip it to negative 3 over 1, which is actually negative 3, right? So that crosses out to 1, leaving you just m to the 3rd. And negative 9 times negative 3 is 27. And now we are going to cube root both sides. And what is the cubic root of 27? 3. How many people got 16, 17, and 18 correct? All 3 of those. Those are a little tougher. All right, very good. So you're going to take out that pink piece of paper that has your self-assessment for concepts and skills, and it's the very bottom section where it says 9-3. So you have now pretty much completed the front side. We've done half of it, right? A week from today, we're going to take the quiz on this first half because we're going to finish 9.3 on Tuesday of next week. All right? For today, for the rest of the hour, got some time to work on these 8 problems for homework. Okay? And with a lot of time left in the hour like you guys have, 38 minutes, you probably have some time too, and you can finish some delta math also, because you should be able to finish this fairly quickly. All right? So work on some delta math, because nobody right now is at 100% for delta math. So this is your opportunity. You got 100%? Okay, awesome. I checked yesterday. There was still some people. So get that done so over the weekend you can relax. Okay? So that is the homework for today. I'll leave it up. Make sure you just circle those problems so you know what you're doing. 4, 8, 11 through 13. That's 11, 12, 13, 18, 23, 27. Okay? Those 8. We'll check it on Monday. Get it done today. That way you don't have to worry about it on Saturday or Sunday. You can root for Michigan on Saturday.